Hi, and welcome to Nicole's Creative Adventures. This is a podcast about quilting, spinning, knitting, and other creative things. Um, if this is your first time viewing, welcome. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy my podcast. This one's going to be a quick one. I'm heading out of the country, so I don't have a lot of time. And for those of you that are returning, hey, sorry about the delay. It's been 3 weeks since my last podcast. I've just had a lot going on. Um, I was out of town for a little bit and then I'm getting ready to leave. So yeah, things have been a little crazy. Anyways, but exciting and fun. Really looking forward to my trip. So I'm gonna throw up a slide right here that's gonna talk about the ways that you can find me on my podcast, sorry, on my blog, on Instagram, or in Ravelry. Um, but I'm gonna move along. This might be a short podcast. I have quite a bit to show, but probably not going to do too much conversational stuff because I still have to finish up some packing and I leave tomorrow. So I just did not want to not podcast and like reach out to you guys and say, hey, I'm still here um, until I get back because I'm going to be gone for like 10 days. So that would be like 5 weeks and that would be way too much. Okay. Um, sorry, I have my roommate going on the trip is just realizing that her husband didn't buy her all the power converter stuff she needed to plug her phone in. We're going to Israel, Palestine. And so she's texting me like, what the heck am I gonna do? Um, travel store. Sorry, 1 second. Hold on. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so let's try this again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Sorry, she's just thanking me for telling her that she's gonna have to go buy a converter tonight. Okay, so anyways, hi Jack, you want to come up and say hi? You gonna show your face? You say hi? Hi, I'm Jack. I'm Jack Cat. Jack Black Cat. Yeah, he doesn't look too thrilled. Okay, let's move right along to knitting, or let's do works in progress. So, if you watched my previous podcast, I was preparing to go away to a friend's cabin for a little under a week with my hubby, and I had packed quite a few projects, a little over the top, I think. I packed a pair of socks, actually, and then I packed an extra pair of socks, like that I hadn't even cast it on, just in case I finished that pair of socks and I wanted to start another. And then I packed my Merlot shawl, which I'll go over in a second. I also brought some yarn to start a baby boy sweater if I was that bored. Did not touch that. So that's still in the bag. And then I also brought yarn to cast on for my elephant toy, my first toy, which is part of my Knit Beyond Expected cowl that I have. Going on right now in my podcast group on Ravelry, which is, let me just say a little bit about that. It is basically saying knit something that you did not expect that you were going to knit this year. It doesn't have to be like, well, I didn't write it down, but I kind of thought about it. Look, if it wasn't necessarily in your plans, and if your plans means you wrote it down, you put it in your journal, you put it on Ravelry as possible projects, then I would say that doesn't count. But if it's not in any of those things, sorry if that was confusing. If you didn't really plan for it, go ahead and include it in the cal. It started April 15th and it goes till June 15th. So still have a whole month basically. One thing I didn't mention at the beginning is that I'm coming to you from California in the Bay Area. And so let's just move on. Let's see, works in progress. So in my pinky gray floral bag, I am working on the applied border portion of my Merlot shawl. What's that? What was that, Jack? You're not gonna be able to talk like this, huh? Let's put that over there. So the yarn here, we have Lovesock Wool. Sorry, Lovesock Wool. That's a great podcast, by the way. Tough Love Sock by Sweet Georgia in the auburn color, which is this brown. That's all that's left of that baby, but good thing I don't need to use the brown anymore. I'm on to the applied border. And the border is succulent fiber, 75% British BFL, 25% nylon, finger weight in the Blossom colorway, which is very pretty. It's like a peachy pink. It's not like pink. It's kind of a peachy orange. I don't know. Well, anyways, so this is the shawl so far. It's really pretty. I like it. Very easy to knit. And then this is my first applied border, and obviously I have a long way to go. But if I stretch it out a little bit, you'll see this really pretty. Hey, stop eating my needles. It's pretty. And you can kind of see it's like kind of cabling a little bit. Well, that's all I've gotten so far, and I have, let's just say, a whole lot more. So this requires me to pay attention, this lace border, so I don't knit it. It's not brainless knitting, but it's a good project. So I've made some effort on that. I haven't really spent any time on it this week, other than when I brought it up to the cabin, I was using the circulars I'm using on it are, I believe, are Knitter's Pride in the size 7, US 7. But when you do the applied border, it mentions, especially because of the weight of the shawl, to maybe use a size 7 DPN so that you're not like constantly switching the, you know, the lace border with the weight of the needles in the way. So the only US 7s I had were these wood bamboo-y. They're not even bamboo. I think they are. But they were really dull. They're very dull, and they had a lot of drag on them. And so that's part of why I probably didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to at the cabin. Just because I was kind of restricted by the needles I had. So yesterday I went to my local knit shop and bought size 7 marbles. Put that one in there, but Knitter's Pride marbles, size 7. And these are my second pair of these. They're just a lot smoother. They're really light. So I like them. And for the price, not too bad. So that's where I'm at on my Merlot shawl, which I won't touch because I'm not taking it with me to Israel for a while. But it's a good shawl. I'd make it again. But I'm not even done, so I should wait till I'm done. Next work in progress. It's only one more. This one I specifically cast on yesterday so that I can get to the repeated main body part of the, this is going to be a shawlette. Oh, Nicole. I probably won't have show notes just because of my restricted time. Let me see. I need to pull up the name of the pattern. Yes, I had it right in my head. The Great Divide Shawl, very popular shawl, and it's by Michelle Brown. And anyway, so this is in my purple floral bag. This sucker is going on the plane because, well, one, it's a pretty easy knit. I'm just now into this repeat section. I'll show you in a second. But because these are cheap wood bamboo needles, and I'm going to be going on an international flight to Israel. That's where we land, Tel Aviv. And they have heightened security. Every time I've gone, they're super, like they go TSA rules or nothing. So with that being said, I'm not going to assume that things are going to be like they always are. So if these get thrown away, so be it. But anyways, let me show you the yarn. Oh, crap. What is this yarn? This is what I've had in my stash for a long time. So I'm excited. let me start with this one because I know this one. So I'm so unprepared. I'm sorry. That's what happens when life is crazy. So this is a Madeline Tosh DK. It's coming out a little more blue than it is. It's more purple. That's just the lighting, unfortunately. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. It's a DK weight. It's 225 yards. It's really squishy and soft. I like it. This one here, I believe it is the Shetland. Let me show you the color. Let me put these guys together. Now, they actually do go more together than they're showing up here, because this is more purple than it's coming out. And so the purples and the maroon colors really work well together. Because if you look here, although the colors aren't coming up true to color. Well, anyways, you see this, there's got this cute, like, it looks like a cross stitch pattern. Can't tell. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be pretty. And it's really easy. It's an easy knit. The repeats are, there's only one real, now I'm in the body section. It's 4 rows. The first row has the pattern, and row 2, 3, and 4 are pretty basic, with nothing that I really need to keep my eye out for. So I apologize. I'm not going to look up what that yarn is. It's in my Ravelry page. I know it's a DK as well. Just don't know what it is. So I'm sorry. Oh gosh, Nicole. So anyways, that is my plane trip project. I'm going to be, my days are going to be really busy when I'm there. We're going to be doing a lot of sightseeing and team building and all that kind of stuff. So the times that I have to knit will be on the plane, and then also on the bus when we're to and from places. But the most important thing to me about this trip is the conversations and the time spent with my people that I love, that are on my team at work. And so knitting will come in and out as appropriate. The other project I'm bringing, because this is a great project to bring, and I might decide to bring it with me on the bus every day, but just in case, I want to knit socks, which is like my most comfort knit, and then I can just do a vanilla sock, and I can talk and knit and not be worried about what I'm doing. So I haven't casted it on yet, but I am, this is Coloring Book Yarns, self-striping. It's my first self-striping yarn. Coloring Book Yarns. This is the Sweet Tooth colorway. It's 100%, no, it's not. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 40%, 400 yards, sorry. So, look at that, how cute that is. So it's got, you got red, I think red comes in every few rows, the yellow comes in every few rows. Your dominant row colors are the pink, this like mint color, and the white. I'm excited. So, and I'm like, everybody's like, wow, how are you matching up the rows? Like to have, you know, because it's self-striping. I'll be like, oh, it's magic. Nope, it's the yarn, peeps. I'm going to use my DPNs. These are my metal ones, so I'm going to put this in my checked baggage because I don't want to lose my Chow Goose. Size 1, 2.25 millimeter. You know what? I'm curious if I should go up a needle size. Okay, Jack, stop licking mommy's hands. Because reason I say that is right now, I just finished 2 pairs of socks. I use those double pointed needles, US 1, 2.25, and I believe that the yardage on both of those babies were like this one was 438. I believe this one, I'm not even showing you. I believe they were both above 425. And so since this one is 400, wondering if it's a little thicker and I should go up a needle size. Maybe. It went out faster too. I just don't want to bring 2 sets of needles. Maybe I should just cast on tonight and try it. Okay. That's it for works in progress. This hand is still struggling. I showed you guys before. Hand goes up fine. That's as far as this one goes. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Part of getting old. Wow. You guys must be thinking I'm crazy. Okay. Let's talk about finished objects, shall we? First one. I won't put this in any competition, but this is my first spun yarn, just 2-plied it, and then I washed it, and then I put it in a hank, and I don't think I might knit with it. I don't know what I'll knit with it. It's about 7 grams. 7 grams. It's about, hold on, what a momento, 4 for 4. I know, boo-boo. I can't weigh it because it's in a skein like this. Okay, I can't wait because it keeps walking around. But anyways, here is my first skein of yarn. Look at that lovely spot right there. Awesome sauce. This baby was, sorry about that, hubby interrupted me. Okay, let's see. Finished. That was my, oh, I was gonna say the yarn fiber. Look at my past show notes. I'm so unprepared today. There was no prep done. Literally, I just threw stuff on the desk and thought I gotta get this in because I can't not make some sort of appearance and let you know that I'm still surviving and I haven't given up crafting. So it's in my last show notes what this is, the fiber, and the name of it, and in case you're curious. You probably aren't, but okay. So I finished my Hermione's Everyday Socks, and this is the Blitz yarn by Wool and Vine Yarns in the Fairy Hair colorway. I love them. I love them very much. I really like this pattern. It's not potato chippy, but it's close because the pattern is pretty easy. You can just kind of look. You can kind of just look where you're at to see what you need to do pattern wise. So I love these babies. So I remember I had one sock finished when I did my last podcast. I finished the other sock. I did not finish with the cabin, like which my goal was, because I got a little too, I was on the cabin and I was like, you know what? I really want to try knitting with my new Hedgehog Fibers sock yarn. So I casted on one of those. And oh, this is what I have left in the Fairy Hair. Plenty to do something with. Then I casted on my Hedgehog Fibers sock yarn. I'm part of their club, which I love. 100 grams, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. This is the Rift colorway. And so I finished these babies because these are just cake. So really like this colorway. I don't know, they're just, it's so different than anything I've knit. And I haven't even washed either of these pairs of socks yet. They're just on the blockers. I figure when I get back, I'll wash them. It'll be summertime in California. Right now, it's It's like 80 degrees out right now. So socks aren't being worn too much right now. But I'm excited to try these babies out because I have a feeling they'll be really soft. So, and this is what I have left. That skein. I had called this my superhero socks, and I kind of still feel that way because there's these spots of like fluorescent green in there and blues, and I don't know. Right, Jack? Right. All right, now we're moving on to acquisitions. So first off, just a shout out to Jilly from the Knitting Broomstick podcast. She talked about these annotated Jane Austen novels. What? I was so excited to hear that because I am so that nerd. Like, I love to read historical fiction. That's my favorite type of book to read. And so there are many times where I am going and looking up what the heck they're talking about, so that I can kind of get into the story more and understand a perspective from the characters and the environment and the scene, the setting. So when she told me about this annotated book, I went crazy because literally for every page you read on the other side are all the annotations, you know, like greatness equals high rank or social position, you know. Some of these are pretty easy, but even definitions of words, like that, what they meant then too, because you know how words can kind of, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. This is too big. This is pretty hefty to go with me on the plane. So this is for another day, just for home. So I got that book. It's not necessarily crafting, but it inspires craftiness. Okay, fabric. Fabric. Another month subscription of the Pink Castle Fabric Art Gallery Fat Quarter Club. And this one is Lavish, which is designed by Caterina Roccella, which I love her name because it sounds very Italian or Russian. Caterina is actually Russian, I believe, but Roccella sounds very Italian to me. Well, anyways, this is a stunning fabric line. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start throwing them down. So we're throwing them up. So we got this baby and some flowers. I'm trying to do this without floral. Oh, I'm sorry. There was florals. They got some geometric designs. That is really pretty. Those are pretty colors. More geos. Thank you, Jack, for knocking that over. More florals. Cool. So it's, you know, interesting mix here. Some really cool, like I could just see like this super cute teenage girl loving those stuff there. Really pretty florals. There's that herby looking one again. I love this color. Oops. It's getting heavy on my arm. It's a lot of fabric. And then this cool one. Yeah, okay. Whew. So it's like 20 fat quarters. This club is pretty cool. You get so much that you can do so much with it. So there are a lot of project bag ideas in that fabric collection. I don't know if you saw that or thought the same thing. So that was books, fabric. Now on to fiber. So I am part of the Sweet Georgia Yarns Fiber Club, and this is the May Club. So if you are part of that club and you have not received your package, I think you probably have because I got mine weeks ago. I actually think I got it like the first week of May. So this is called Panda. It's 60% superwash merino, 30% bamboo viscose, I think you say it, 10% nylon. And look how pretty that is. Let me take it out a little bit. Sorry for the noise. And it's heathered. It's so pretty. Jack really likes it right now. He's looking at mommy. You hear him purring? I don't know if you can. So, pretty fiber. I have, my plan is when I get back, because obviously I won't be spinning while I'm on the trip. When I get back, I wanna try one of the Sweet Georgia yards. I actually have 2 of these now. I like to give it a try. Okay, I'm also part of the fiber, oh gosh, what is it called? Yeah, wow, way to go. Oh, there it is. Fiber Co. Yes, Fiber Co. Sorry, Sock Yarn Club in the warm colorway theme. And interesting yarn. If you haven't got yours, because I did get this last week, so if you haven't got yours, don't look. If you're in the warm, but very vibrant. It's from La Jolla, which is actually down south. It's California. I believe it's called La Jolla yarn, so I'm thinking it is. And the color is California Poppy, 100% superwash merino, 400 yards. And so it's tonal. Parts of the color get darker and lighter, as you can kind of see that here. So it's very bright. I think orange, oops, I just said it was orange. Sorry, I think orange goes with my skin tone. Just not sure what I will do with this. I'm thinking Halloween like nobody's business. Like this to me is the perfect Halloween orange, but sorry if I ruined it for you. Gosh, struggling today. Okay, next. Oh my gosh. Lots of crazy text messages going on. All these people are waiting the last minute. Sometimes it's hard though. Like some of these people going on this trip have like 4 kids, and like their husband's not gonna help them pack or whatever and stuff. So just a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a mama to get out the house for a week. Okay, I'm also part of the Space Cadets Mini Skein Club. And I believe this is May. No, this is April. This is the April colorway. I just got it late, so it came probably, yeah, this came when I was at the cabin. So you all have probably gotten this. But I do the ombre, but this time it's all different colors. So I'm thinking that this is what happened for ombre, but super cute. Very Easter. Maybe it was just because it was April and they decided to do all pastels. I don't know. But anyways, I'm collecting my mini skeins. Someday I'll do some sort of sock blanket or something. I was really excited for this, but it took forever to come. I am a fan of Molly from the Homespun House. I love her podcast. It's one of my favorites. I don't miss it. And she started a Jane Austen club. And man, she said it shipped like middle of April. Well, I didn't get this baby until Saturday. So it's like, it took a month, which was like hard because I really wanted it. But anyways, so this is the yarn, and it came with this really cute, let me grab this real quick. This cute stitch marker that has, okay, yep, it has a heart on it because this one's called Jeunesse. Oh, it's her Jeunesse fingering is the weight. It's a single ply merino superwash, and the line that she put on here is inspiration for her dyeing of yarn color. If I loved you less, I might be able to talk about it more. Wow. So this colorway is really cool. Look at it, this like speckling in here, like cranberry color. So it's very soft, very pretty. This single just seems very shiny and luxurious. Like when I look at it, I actually think, and maybe because it's because of this awesome like pale pinkish like blush color. But to me, like from a distance, I think, oh, it must have silk or something in it. It doesn't, but it does look like it. So beautiful. Love. I'm already looking forward to my next month's supply. And then the only two other ones were two skeins that I purchased on Etsy from the Lemonade Shop. I've never purchased yarn from them before, but I just saw these two, and I had just started knitting up my blitzed woolen vine yarn sock, and I thought, I need more sparkle socks. Like, I need more Stellina. I do. I looked at my stash, and I thought, oh, I only have like three skeins of Stellina, like with Stellina, and I was like, that is not appropriate. So this one here is really pretty. I really like it. It's called The Force. It's Star Wars inspired. It's her sparkle sock. Both of these are on her sparkle sock. 428 yards, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% Stellina. So this is The Force. It's just got like the blues and the lovely aqua color with white and black speckles, and then this silver Stellina going throughout it. It's very squishy. So this will be fun. Fun socks. And then this one here, and I'm kind of like, maybe I should have bought two of these because this is killer. So this is, the color's called Bad Day. And so it's this awesome like grayish blue, but then look at that. It's like super cool. So this neon pop will go, because it's only like in one corner of the skein, will come and kind of randomly strike itself through the sock. I've seen it done on a chalette. Stunning. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is just super cool and super fun looking. So that's it. And her sparkle sock is so bouncy and squishy. Right, Jack? Right? Yes. That's it. I got some good stuff. It's been a while. That's why there's quite a bit. I finished 2 pairs of socks. Kind of obsessed with sock knitting. About to cast out another. Starting another shawl. Well, still have one on the needles. But hey, you know what? It's about enjoying your craft. And as much as I try to stay organized and try to like keep myself productive, as I would like to say, it would be the achiever in me. No, I want to be able to knit on the things I want to knit on, and I also want to bring something on the plane or on the trip. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to get stuck with saying, oh, well, you only can work on the projects you have. That wouldn't be good. I did not mention, I didn't bring it here, but I started that toy, the toy elephant, and I got like just part of his head done, and then I totally spaced. I was supposed to bring stuffing with me. So I couldn't go any further because you start stuffing once you get to you finish the back of his head and you come around and you're going to start working on his trunk. Well, I needed to stuff so that I can keep knitting. So that's where he's at. I haven't touched him since, but I will. He doesn't look like he's going to be too hard of a knit. Or won't take too long either. So yeah, I was like, oh, because I was totally getting into it. I'm like, oh no. I should have read ahead and I didn't. So that's all right. I had plenty of things to work on. And I did some reading when I was up there. So, yes. Yes. What? Yeah. Okay. That's all I got, folks. If you saw something or heard me say something and you want more, because I'm not going to be able to do the show notes, then just message me on Instagram or on Ravelry, and let me know, like, hey, what was that yarn? And like, what were you doing? And what was the pattern? And I'll get back to you. Okay? Oh, he's my little boo-boo. I'm gonna miss you when I'm gone, boo-boo. You gonna take care of Daddy? You gonna keep him in line? Okay, well, Jack and I say, till next time. Oh, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see some Instagram photos of my trip and maybe some progress from where I'm at on my knitting and stuff like that. But otherwise, the goal is to podcast when I get back. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.